Welcome back to another Beauty by Necessity tutorial. This is the feature look, so if you would like to see how I created this look, keep on watching. Okay, so here I've already applied my moisturizer, so now I'm just, rubbing my primer all over my face and in my pores. I really have big pores on my cheek area, so I really pay a lot of attention to around my cheeks. But other than that, it's called Pores No More. One of the items I got on my BoxyCharm, and I've been using it ever since. It works well for the cooler months, but I know it's not gonna do too well when it gets hot outside. I'll be going to back to my Becca Evermatte primer. So today for my foundation, I decided to use my Max waterproof foundation. It's NW50, and it's a little darker than my skin, but once I apply my highlight, it blends in very well. I love this foundation. It's one of my favorites, one of the ones that I keep in my personal kit. Um, I love the texture of it. I love that I don't feel greasy. The overall coverage of it. It's a really good foundation. Well, but if you know me, you already know I'm a matte girl anyway. But I've been playing around right much with different foundations here lately, and I'm loving this Becca and the Lancome. But I have tutorials that I've used that on also. But yeah, just blending it in with my it's supposed to be a contour brush. Another brush I got on my BoxyCharm, but I use it to spread my foundation all over my face. Make sure you always blend every product you place on your face. Make sure your coverage is even. So sometimes you might have to go in a little more and make sure you even it out. You really have to take your time and do this because once you set it, you set your foundation. However, you have it on your face. So if it's not even, it's patchy. Once you set it, that's what you're going to see. It's going to be uneven and patchy. So right now I'm just, making sure my complexion is even before I go to the next step. Now I'm going to go into my favorite concealer for right now, LA Girl HD Pro, and the color is Fawn. And I'm just going to put that in my T-zone area. Well, I'm sure you know what's going on here. Taking my handy dandy blender and blending this thing on out. And I'm taking my time. I won't speed through the video, so you'll see that you really have to take your time and blend. Blending is very fundamental to your look. Eyeshadow, foundation, contouring, highlighting, all of that. You really have to take your time. I can't stress enough how much you really need to take your time and blend it out. So after I finish blending out my highlighted area, I just flip the beauty blender over and go against the edges of the highlighted areas to mend them or marry them together, making sure there's a seamless blend. Blending, 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 blending. Blend, blend, blend. And even when you think you finished blending, go back and blend some more. I'm just going in with a different brush, trying to tighten up these lines and this contour and the highlight, blending out everything, making sure it's a seamless blend. I just, as I said before, I can't stress how important it is to blend. So that's what I'm doing, taking my time at blending, and I'm allowing you to see the process. Ooh, child, I told you we was gonna spend some time on blending, cause once I step back and look at it, like I said, we going back and blending it again. We gotta make sure that skin is flawless. Now we're going in with a different sponge, a smaller sponge, to make sure I can get my powder right up in them creasing areas where I need it to be, where my face creased the most. Definitely got under eye lines, wrinkles, whatever you want to call it, and the side of my nose gets really oily, so I always make sure I bake those areas. Don't want no makeup gathering in those areas, because you definitely can see that. Nothing about that is flawless skin. So definitely pay attention to those areas. Now I'm going in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish with medium deep. No, it's deep dark. And just going over my contour area. My nose contour, carving it out. Also setting my foundation. I'm also going into my crease area just to set my foundation that I put on my eyelids to even out my eyelid area. I'm not doing an eyeshadow look today. I decided I just want to do a little wing, something that, is out of my comfort zone, something that I really don't usually do. So, yeah. I'm setting my face now with my medium deep powder, the rest of my face, with my medium deep MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder. And I'm just going in with a dark brown pencil, giving my eyes some definition. Not really trying to do a whole lot there. Just give my eyes back, some definition because after the powder and the foundation, our eyes are naturally dark in that area. So I'm just putting it back. Now I'm just setting the pencil so that it don't run or anything. Every time you put something cream on your face, you always supposed to set it. So now I'm just setting it. And I'm just setting it using one of my Juvia's Place palettes. I'm not sure what color it is right now, but it's one of my more of the new neutral, one of their newest neutral smoky palettes. It's that even tone, almost like Max Brown script. It's almost just like that color. Well, again, every time you play something down, I always like to blend it out, blend away those harsh lines. And again, I ain't want to do too much. Want it kind of natural looking, so I'm just blending it on out so everything blends together. Okay, so I'm just going to take a spool and brush through my brows, and then I'm going to go in and fill in my brows with Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the shade is chocolate. And I just build my, original shape. I don't do add on or nothing like that for this particular look. I'm just trying to define my natural shape. On the front of my brows, I usually wipe my brush off and then just use the product that's left on the brush to spread out the front so that it won't um, be so harsh looking. So yeah, you're gonna see me wipe my brush off, and that's what I'll be doing. I did not add any product to the brush. I'm actually wiping off all the excess brow pomade, and I'm gonna just blend it out. As you can see, me placing the highlight under my brow area. Just give your brows a little something extra, especially if you know you're not doing detailed eye look. So that's why I placed the highlight up under my arch area right there, just to give, because I don't want to arch real high, but I still want it to appear arched. I still want to lift my brows because I do have hooded eyes. So it just helps me open my eyes up even more by doing it like that. Hey, I just want to soften up the front of the brow again because I do not like when the beginning of my brows is harsh and it gives it a more natural look to it. And now it wasn't as clean as I wanted to look for this look, being that, again, I'm not doing, a detailed eye look. So I just want to clean the ends up. And there I go blending again. But yeah, here I'm starting my wing. Look at me, just doing a wing on myself. I really do not do wings on myself because I have a hooded eye, so it's never like I be wanting to have big dramatic wings, but I can't because it'll transfer on my lids. So I have to give myself a little cute wing, and here it is. This is how I do my wing. Well, now we're gonna go in with a lash. I think all looks need to have a lash with it, especially a nude look, a very clean look, and with a wing. oh, you need a pretty lash. So not nothing too big or nothing too small where you can't see it. But yeah, I place the middle and then I drag it up or drag it down to it fits where I need it to be. And then I pressing the lash together so that the false lash and then my real lash can marry together well. Again, I'm going in with my favorite lip. I'm going in with MAC lip liner and chestnut. And then I'm going to put NYX lipstick and butter. And then I'm going to use, I think, Mac Riri, really. Rihanna nude lip balm on top of it to make it real glossy. Using my favorite Juvia's Place loose highlighter in Nubia, just highlighting my favorite little highlight areas. Know I like a good highlight. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just highlight. Still highlighting now, doing my little upper cheek area. And I use a small brush because I want it to be placed exactly where I put it. Then I use a different brush to blow it out, soften the edges. Again, y'all been rocking with me to the end, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you have a look you'd like me to feature, just drop down in the comment section and let me know what it is, and I see what I can do to get that out to you. Other than that, y'all be good.